Bernice Greer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Latoya Johnson, Kansas City, Missouri.
Melanie McCray, Winfield, Iowa.
Shalisa Williams, Kansas City, Missouri.
Cherokee Barrett, Kansas City, Missouri.
Danae Beavers, Kokomo, Indiana.
Lindsay Rhodes, St. Genevieve, Missouri.
Danielle Adams, Lisa, Missouri. Diana Voinova, Pernik, Bulgaria.
Dominique Ivory, Indianapolis, Indiana.
Jeffco wearing their home whites with red trim. Meramac wearing their traditional dark green and white. And a quick tip won by Danielle Adams, and the Vikings start off on offense. Quick pass into the corner for Barrett. Check that Williams, and then skip to the near side for Barrett on the wing. Up top, Ivory skips it right. 3-point shot on the way, good, and Latoya Johnson puts Jeffco on top 3-0.
That's a good start for the Lady Vikings. They've struggled a bit at the outset of ball games. Good to get that 3-point shot to go down, first field goal of the game, and that was a very good offensive possession.
Here's a steal by Jeffco as they force a turnover with the full court press, and there is a official's timeout.
Referee blew the whistle. I'm not really sure why. I think it's something to do with the scorer's table.
That's quite possible. We're going to make Jeffco inbound the ball in front of the scorer's table. I was looking to see if maybe there was a travel, because when Johnson got the pass, it looked kind of awkward,
Yeah.
but the referee made the call by holding his hand over his head, which is an official's timeout.
I thought maybe one of the volleyball post things on the floor came up, but no, not really sure what happened, but we're back to play.
The working around is Shea Williams. She puts up the 3 on the near side wing, missed it. Rebound Meramac up high. Over the timeline is Booth down the left side, now middle of the floor, near the free throw line. Cutting in on the right blocks is Abernathy, and she is fouled before the shot. It was on the floor. It'll be against Danielle Adams. That'll be the first foul of the game.
A little too much body there. She cut her off going down the baseline.
Meramac skips it into the corner, right side to Senf. Up top now controlling is Smith. Back for Senf, right wing. Puts on the floor, heads to the top of the key, dumps it inside, layup attempt off the window is good. Abernathy able to finish. Nice play by Meramac to get the low post points.
Very pretty play. It created a high percentage shot for the Magic on the inside.
Vikings with the basketball on top 3-2. They work it to the right side for Barrett. Skip pass near side for Williams in the corner. Doesn't shoot. Tried to dump it inside for Barrett. Goes through traffic and then out of bounds. Adams was the last shot to get to it, and she couldn't handle it. And it's to Meramac after the Jeffco turnover. Pass went right through the lane, all the way from one side to the other into the Meramac bench. Meramac with a chance to take the lead on this possession. Booth up high with it, dribbles inside the arc, kick out, 3-pointer, left side, buried. Getting that one to go was Savage. Capri Savage gives Meramac the lead at 5-3. Johnson gives into the right corner for Williams. Up top to Dominique Ivory. Pass was poked away, run down by Williams, right in front of the Meramac bench. Johnson dribbles in traffic, puts up the running jumper, got it to go. And we're tied up at 5.
You know she's very capable of doing that, and sometimes you kind of wish you saw more of that. She kind of gets a little passive at times, Latoya Johnson. You wish you'd see her penetrate more, because she can create her own shot like she just did, but then she can also kick it out, and she's very good at finding the open teammate. So you'd like to see her do a little bit more of that.
Booth up high for Meramac, hands off right side wing beyond 3 to Savage. Savage looking to dump it inside, being hounded by Williams, has to give it up. And she hands off to Booth. Booth back to Savage, forces a long 3 with time expiring on the shot clock, and she got it to go. 8-5, Meramac on top.
I think Savage was the only one who realized how much time was on the shot clock. As soon as she got that pass, she just put it up.
Jeffco turns it over as Williams tried to pass to the top to Ivory and threw it away. Booth will pull up, long jumper from the top of the key is an air ball and goes out of bounds back to Jeffco. 17:06 to play first half, Meramac leading 8-5. So far, Jeffco not getting off to that hot start that Coach Emmerich would have liked.
They don't look very comfortable right now on offense.
Again, the last couple of outings, Jefferson has gotten off to very slow starts, but picked it up each time in the second half. There's a turnover as Voinova can't handle the pass, poked away from behind by Meramac, and Jeffco takes it right back. Long two-point bucket near side is missed by Adams. Stick back by Voinova, no good, and the rebound to Abernathy of Meramac. A couple of decent looks by Jeffco, but they could not finish. Booth on the far side wing, 20 on the shot clock. Overshoots Abernathy, but gets it to Senf. Senf now dribbles to the right side on the wing. Thought about the three. Williams gets up the defender. They give to Savage cutting in, and she scores. Capri Savage already with 8 points, and Meramac leads it 10-5.
Jeffco just looks right now confused on the defensive end. They had a couple of players. They had Johnson and I think it was Barrett that kind of ran into each other, not sure who was supposed to cover who.
Three by Williams, no good. Rebound and put back there for Danielle Adams. Her first bucket of the ball game cuts the lead to 3. Jefferson again coming out with a press. Meramac trying to get through. Pass goes backwards to Savage, and she will bring it over the timeline. Hands off to Booth. 18 on the shot clock as Booth has it right side wing beyond 3. Dribbles now middle of the floor. Right wing pass given to Savage. Stepping inside the arc, forces up a shot. Called for traveling.
Took one too many steps. She kind of tried to go one way and then spin back, and she slowed that pivot foot.
Jeffco taking over now, down by 3 with 15:35 to play in the half. Johnson passes into the corner right side for Barrett. Back up top for Johnson. Swings it near side for Williams. Another open 3 on the way and another miss. Rebound Adams, and her shot blocked away from behind by Abernathy, and Meramac picks up the loose ball. Abernathy, wow. And Adams really had no idea where she was when she put that ball up. Meramac with it, trying to increase the advantage. Right now up 10-7. Savage passes to the right side wing to Abernathy. Baseline right side. Senf forces it up, no good. Missed the 10-footer. Rebound Johnson up high. Johnson may take it all the way to the basket. She is. Score the bucket, and she drew the foul. Has a chance to tie it up if she can hit this old-fashioned three-point play.
Latoya Johnson seems to be the only one that has any fire right now. She's the only one with a little bounce in her step right now for Jefferson College. They need a little bit more of that from everybody. Everybody just kind of walking around right now, and doesn't seem to be a whole lot of energy on this Jeffco Lady Vikings team with the exception of Latoya Johnson.
That was on Capri Savage, her first and team's first. And Johnson, with her team down 10-9, will try to tie. And she does. Johnson already with 8 points. 10-10 our score, under 15 to play in the half. Jefferson again with a press. Down the right sideline is Booth. Cut off if she got over the timeline by Barrett. Now has it middle of the floor, and she threw it away. Threw it right in between two teammates. That wasn't near anybody.
I'm not sure who that. She saw Coach Emmerich. I didn't know he was wearing green tonight. She threw it right to him.
So the ball's back to Jeffco after the turnover, and they can take the lead back for the first time in a while. Williams, pull-up jumper right side, 12-footer missed. Rebound tipped right back to her. Open 3 from the top by Johnson. No good. Rebound, Adams puts it back up, and it pinballs out, no good. Rebound knocked out of bounds. It'll be Jefferson ball.
Poor job of rebounding there by Meramac. They had a few chances to get those rebounds. Nobody coming away with it. Jefferson College, another possession.
The inbound to Barrett. She lost the handle. Ball picked up by Meramac. Steal by Senf. Booth over the timeline for the Magic. To Senf up high between the circles. Back to Booth right side wing. Dribbles middle of the floor. Senf with it, trying to get around Voinova. Pass into the corner. Abernathy puts up the long 2 and missed it. And the weak side rebound is tipped to Meramac. Up top for Senf. Thought about the 3. Voinova gets up to defender. Now it's a 3 launch from the left side. Missed by Booth, and the rebound Jeffco. Johnson works it ahead underneath for Barrett, and she tried to touch a pass to Voinova and overshot her and knocked it out of bounds, and it's back to Meramac on the turnover.
Jeffco needs to slow things down, just kind of set something up on offense. They just look very, very, a little bit sluggish, but just don't look in rhythm. They don't look to be very comfortable right now. And it's not like Meramac's doing anything spectacular. Meramac is a little bit slower. They're not as athletic. Jeffco just needs to get a little bit more comfortable into the game.
Meramac's been passing pretty well. That's something that has helped them out. They've hit a few threes. There's a nice jump stop. That is a nice crossover in the lane there by Portia Smith, but she couldn't finish. Now Jeffco brings it down low to Adams. Turnaround, spin move, and layup off the window is no good, but she is fouled. Free throws coming up for Danielle Adams, and that will give her team a chance to reclaim the lead.
That was a dangerous pass inside by Barrett. She threw that between two defenders, passed up on the open jumper, and tried to get that, squeeze that into Danielle Adams. That's a very dangerous pass.
Abernathy called for the foul. That's her first, only the team's second. Jeffco takes the lead as Adams hits the first of 2 free throws. Only 3 team fouls have been called so far in the game. We've played almost 7 minutes. Adams will hit 1 of 2, and Barrett almost had the offensive rebound on the miss, but lost it out of bounds. Jeffco does take the lead, 11-10. We're going to get a timeout. It's a 30-second timeout. We'll leave it here. 13-10 to play. Jefferson leads by 1. Coach Emmerich, I'm certain, is not too pleased with the start that his team has gotten off to. He was really hoping that his team could get off to a hot start, something they haven't done in weeks, but so far not the case tonight.
Oh, right now they're shooting the basketball about 30%. They're 4 of 13, just 1 of 4 from beyond the arc. They're out rebounding Meramac 9-3, so they're getting second chance opportunities. We saw them about 3 or 4 times already tonight get second, third chance opportunities, just not being able to hit shots. As far as Meramac goes, they just need to stay in the ballgame. They're not as athletic as Jefferson College. They can't, their skill players aren't as talented as Jeffco, but if they can keep this game close, the longer they can keep this close, and more fundamentally, that's how they're going to stay in the game, is fundamentals, not turning the basketball over, and they have 4 turnovers.
There's a near steal by Adams on the inbounds play. Tried to knock it off one of Meramac's defenders before she fell out of bounds, but just a half step too late. So the foot touched out of bounds before, or as she was touching the basketball, and now she knocks an inbounds pass out of bounds.
Coach Steve Jarvis from Meramac yelling at his inbound player at Savage, saying, throw it, put some effort into it.
Jarvis has been there for a couple of years. He's done a pretty good job, and Adams nearly steals another inbounds play. And this time it will force a turnover as Senth touched it last as it goes out of bounds in front of the scorer's table.
I'm not sure what the logic behind that baseball pass was when you're throwing it to somebody who's smaller than her defender.
Johnson and Williams playing catch. Here's a 3 in the corner, missed by Williams. She can't buy a bucket right now. Just nothing's falling for her, and she's been in kind of a shooting slump for a couple of weeks now. Meramac got the rebounds. Now they have the opportunity to reclaim the lead.
Shea Williams just need that one shot to go down just to get things back in sync.
Controlling right now is Portia Smith. Tried to dump it inside, and the ball is stolen away, and then Meramac takes it right back. Nice play by Senth. She'll hand off to Capri Savage. Savage will skip it to the far side for Smith. Smith on the left side wing at 17 on the shot clock. Now middle of the floor. Still keeping the dribble alive to Senth left side. She tried to dump it in and threw it right to Voinova. So a Meramac turnover. Head for Williams right side. Jump stop in the lane. Can't get the shot to go. Stick back is there for Danielle Adams. Jefferson leads 13-10.
Right now, Meramac, the longer they can stay in the ballgame, the longer they start believing, the more they start believing that, hey, we can play with these girls. You want to try and shut the door quickly on a team like Meramac. You know you can do it. It's just a matter of executing.
Down low, left block, turnaround jumper is good off the window. Getting that one to fall, Stephanie Godfrey, who just checked in a moment ago. First bench points for Meramac as they close the gap again to 1. Barrett near side was open, doesn't shoot. Instead goes to Johnson on the right side. Another open 3 in the corner. Another miss by Shea Williams. And another rebound put back good for Adams. This time she also drew the foul.
That just seemed to be too easy for Danielle Adams. She got the rebound, and it was almost like Meramac knew she was going to score. Why even bother trying to foul?
Danielle Adams and Latoya Johnson have all of the points for the Vikings right now. Coach Emmerich trying to switch it up a little bit. Voinova's been playing a couple of minutes. Now Melanie McCrite is in. McCrite arguably the best perimeter shooter on this Vikings team, as Adams completes the three-point play with the free throw. She's got 8, and Johnson has 8, and that has accounted for all 16 points for the Lady Vikings.
McCright checking in for Shea Williams, just been struggling shooting the basketball. Coach Emmett probably just wants to give her a breather.
Savage gets it ahead for Abernathy in the paint. Goes up high for Senf, ball fake. Adams doesn't bite. She has to hand off to her point guard, Portia Smith. 10 on the shot clock as Senf has it left wing. Cut off on the baseline, hands off to Smith. She's gonna try to finger roll it up, drew contact, wave off the shot. She traveled with the basketball.
That's 8 turnovers for Meramac. They've got to stay away from the turnovers. They're only down by 4 right now, but they've got to stay away from turnovers if they want to try and stay in this ball game with the Lady Vikings.
Jeffco over the timeline, leading by 4. McCright in the right corner, on the wing for Johnson. Back to McCright. She's going to shoot the 3. Can't get it to fall, and the rebound underneath by Michelle Senf.
Meramac switched up to a zone for the first time on that possession.
Over the timeline, uncontested, is Portia Smith. Smith on the right side wing beyond the 3. Crosses over. Jeffco trying to switch it up defensively as well. Godfrey in the right corner, goes up high to Savage, dribbles in, forces up a jumper, missed it, partially deflected. Down court pass to Adams. Adams lost it in traffic. Back the other way, it's a 2-on-1. Pass ahead. Smith can't get the shot off. Instead of 3 by Savage, that pinballs through on the left side. It looked like Meramac was almost going to come away with nothing. Senf was caught way underneath the basket, but she found a trailer coming in, and Savage just buries another 3. Johnson lost the handle in the paint. Ball knocked away. Meramac's got it. Ahead down court for Smith. One-on-one with McCright. And a blocking foul will be called against Melanie McCright. She tried to stand her ground. Smith was trying to get a pass off underneath on the baseline, and McCright's called for the block.
Just a sloppy game so far, really. I mean, no words to describe it except for sloppy.
Referees, though, are letting them play. Only 5 team fouls by both teams combined.
They are letting them play, but you really haven't seen a whole lot of contact. So
seen a lot of turnovers.
Yeah, you've just seen a lot of turnovers, not a whole lot of contact. So I think the referees are being pretty fair. You know, all the fouls have been pretty legitimate fouls. But both teams just struggling to get in any sort of a rhythm right now. I think it's really playing towards Meramac's favor. The longer this game stays like this, you never know.
Jeffco leads by 1, 16-15. There's a pass on the baseline, backing her way in, missing the layup off the left side. Is number 13, Molly Zahner. And they battle for the rebound. Is it a foul or a jump ball?
They called it a jump ball. It'll stay with Meramac.
Adams got tied up by Godfrey. Meramac will keep it, 26 on the shot clock. Meramac down by 1. Inbounding to Savage on the baseline to Abernathy, ball fake. Now trying to post up on Adams. Forces up the jumper, missed it, rebound Adams. Outlet pass for Johnson. Johnson on the left side. Hands off to Adams up high, spots for 3. Can't get that one to fall. Rebound is tipped to the near side corner. Adams has it. Now she'll put up the long 2. Left it a little bit short. Rebound Cherokee Barrett. And the ball on the sideline.
Wow.
Last touch by Barrett.
Barrett
got out of bounds back to Meramac.
Barrett got hit pretty hard. She got
bumped.
She got bumped very, very hard.
Baseball pass down court, intercepted by Danielle Adams. Right side corner to McCright. Trying to post up, trying to get it down low to Lindsay Rhodes. Instead, a crisp cross pass out to Johnson. Back to McCright in the corner. 3 ball, no good. Rebound Adams, put back is there. Jeffco leads 18-15. Adams with 10. And again, all the points have come from Adams and Johnson so far.
Adams well on her way to, in this first half, to getting that 13 rebound average she's got.
Oh, big block. Adams flies in there and blocks the shot away from Booth. A foul was called before the block. See who they get this one on. I don't think it's on Adams because she came into the play late.
No, they got Rhodes with that foul.
Lindsay Rhodes called for the foul. 3 team fouls only on Jeffco. Meramac also with just 3.
First free throw attempts of the game for Meramac as We see Booth hit the first, and now we're going to see Danae Beavers and Dominique Ivory checking into the ball game for Jeffco. Adams and Cherokee Barrett will take a seat. So Coach Emmerich trying anything and everything as we see Booth hit them both, but Coach Emmerich trying anything and everything, just trying to find the right combination to get things rolling here for the Lady Vikings.
Booth gets her first 2 points of the ball game. She is one of 3 Meramac players that are averaging in double figures for the season. Jeffco works it around the perimeter, near side for Johnson. Drives in, layup off the left block is good. Good move as she challenged Abernathy, who's probably got about a 3 or 4 inch height advantage on her. Jeffco steals the inbounds play. Rhodes runs it down. Skip pass near side for McCrite. Open 3, pinball's out. They battle for the rebound underneath as Barrett and Ivory, among others, are diving for that ball, and they finally whistle, is it a foul or a jump ball?
Not sure. I think all the foul. They got a foul on Meramac. Not sure who they called that foul on, to be honest with you.
Toya Johnson will inbound.
Got it on Booth.
Wide open layup attempt is Dominique Ivory. Great job by Johnson finding her, and that's why Toya Johnson averages over 5 assists per game, because of plays like that.
Yeah.
Ivory's first bucket. Meramac turns it over back the other way as they threw a pass underneath that went nowhere. Ivory's bucket is the first point scored by Jeffco that has not been from Johnson or Adams. Johnson will spot for a long 2. Can't get that one to fall. Rebound underneath to Zahner. And Meramac, down by 5, brings it over the timeline. Jefferson up 22-17, 7 minutes to play in the half.
I'll tell you what, Coach Jarvis for Meramac, probably not happy with what he's seeing, but might be a little bit content only being down 5.
Here's a 3 in the left corner that is buried. That was Jonica Booth getting that one to fall. She's got 5, and Meramac closes to within 2. They're not going away.
They're 4 of 5 from 3-point range, Ryan.
That'll get it done. Stepping back, a 3-ball pulled and rattled through. Danae Beavers got that one to go. She just checked in for the first time just a couple minutes ago, and she gets her first shot to fall down.
That's good to see, because we've seen Danae struggle a little bit, especially with her perimeter shooting, and that's good to see for her to get that one down.
Jump inside by Godfrey is tipped, and actually not tipped, but she threw it right to Johnson. Johnson now to Beavers on the near side wing. She's going to pull up for the long 2. Got it. Buries that one from 16.
She doesn't look like she's been struggling lately, the way she shot those last 2. A lot of confidence.
It seems like, you hate to say it, but it's almost like Shea Williams has kind of picked up the slumping shot, and Beavers has got her shot back. Here's another 3 by Booth. That one pinballs out. Rebound on the weak side to Johnson. Jefferson up 27-20. On a 5-0 run, Beavers is going to put up another 2 and got it just inside the arc. That one good from 18. And Beavers, just like that, has got 7 points. A 7-0 run thanks to Danae Beavers. She has all 7.
I'm pretty sure she's trying to lobby Coach Emmerich for a little bit more playing time, saying, Coach, I want to play. I want to play.
Well, you got to play through it. Even if you're slumping, you got to find your way in and out of slumps. It's a full timeout taken. We'll go ahead and take a quick 30-second break. 5:45 to play first half. Jeffco leads 29-20 on KJEF.
You may not know their names, but the students who are helped through a Jefferson College Foundation scholarship carry thanks in their hearts. It's for the kindness that our contributors have shown. Make a difference in their tomorrows.
Education, the great equalizer. It doesn't just mean you get more knowledge. It means you improve your quality of life.
Give to the Jefferson College Foundation today.
Jefferson College on a 7-0 run, leading Meramac 29-20. All 7 points have been scored by Danae Beavers. She hit a 3 to get it started, and then hit a couple of long 2s. And a timeout was taken by Meramac. Got to give Coach Emmerich a lot of credit, too, because as close as this game has been, he's really just letting his team play through it. He hasn't called any timeouts yet.
Absolutely. Right now, Jeffco with 4 of 5 substitutes into the ball game right now. The only starter in the game is Dominique Ivory, and she's not much of a scoring threat. So Coach Emmerich just going to let the second line of defense here try and kick things up as you see Trinice Greer and check into the game for the first time. Lindsay Rhodes back into the ball game as well.
Greer, the freshman from Jennings, seeing her first action tonight. Everybody available has already gotten into the game for Jeffco. Here's a three by Savage that's no good. Rebound tipped and controlled by Rhodes. And Coach Emmerich actually wants to call a timeout, a 30-second timeout. We'll go ahead and leave it here.
I'll tell you what, on that defensive possession right there, we saw a lot of flying around to the basketball. That's something we hadn't seen throughout the first 14 and a half minutes of this ball game. So that's a good sign. I'm not sure what the timeout was about. Probably a couple of people out of position on the defensive end, but we saw a lot of people flying around trying to get to that basketball on defense, and that's a good sign for Jeffco.
Deanne Tonkin is not available for tonight's game. She tweaked her knee in practice on Monday, and not exactly sure what's wrong just yet. She's supposed to get an MRI next week. Coach Emmerich said she kind of hyperextended it a bit, and he just hoped that she didn't tear any kind of ligaments. She only played in a handful of games this year because she came to the team at semester and because she's a player from overseas. You're allowed to do that if you graduate high school early. You can immediately go right into junior college and play, only if you're foreign, though.
And she's been a big spark.
Here's Rhodes underneath, missing a lay-in. Rebound Abernathy after the tip. Back comes Meramac. So Tonkin again not available for tonight. Hopefully some news will come out next week on her condition. Free throw line, Senf. Ball fake, now forces up the jumper. Got it to go over Rhodes, but missed the shot. Rims out, and rebound to Ivory, back in the Vikings. It's McCrite on the right wing beyond three. Bounce pass inside the arc. Short two-pointer, put up no good by Ivory. Beavers had the rebound there for a moment, then lost it, and Meramac picks it up. Jefferson with a 9-point lead, which is their largest lead of the game. 4:20 to play in the first half. Senf trying to post up on Rhodes. Got that one to go. Tough shot with Rhodes right there. Just a little turnaround and put up a 10-footer, and Senf got that one to go. That's her first shot.
McCrite couldn't get the three to fall there. She had the shot. Nobody inside to rebound from Jeffco, however.
Jeffco, it seems like at times forces shots a little bit too quickly. You know, you hate to harp on it, but the fact is, you know, it's a team of all freshmen. So obviously, sometimes they're not as patient as they could be on offense. Senf forces up a fall-away jumper on the baseline, missed the 12-footer, rebound Jeffco. Trinice Greer pushes it ahead. McCrite posts up long two, missed that one, rebound Beavers, puts it back up and it rims out. And then Ivory's stick back is missed. And the rebound is hauled down by Booth of Meramac. A couple of good looks by Jeffco, but they couldn't finish.
They don't have any real scoring dynamos in there right now for the Lady Vikings, so any points he can get here is good. I think Coach Emmerich really just wants that spark right now for the Lady Vikings.
Left baseline, jumper taken from there. Senf can't get it to go, rebound Greer. Trinice over the timeline. At the top of the key. Right wing pass beyond three to McCrite. McCrite looking to dump it inside to Rhodes, and the ball poked away, stolen by Meramac. Booth down court, one-on-one with McCrite, and her shot is deflected away. Pass underneath to Smith, and she gives to Booth, who backs it out into the right corner, and now Meramac will work it around. Far side for Savage, quick three, way too strong on the shot, rebound Beavers.
Meramac forcing things here as well. Looked like Booth had a one-on-one with McCrite. She could have gone up and probably drawn the foul, but she decided to try and dump it off to Savage.
McCrite spins around her defender and got fouled. Coming over late to help out was Senf, and she fouled McCrite, and that'll send the freshman to the free throw line. His first foul on Senf. It's only the 15th foul called on Meramac. And he'll send McCrite to the charity stripe.
I'm right. I'm not. I don't know about you. I wasn't here on Saturday night to watch the Crowder game, but this might be, for me at least, this is probably as sloppy as I've seen Jeffco play a half of basketball.
It certainly has not been one of their better efforts. McCrite is 68% free throw shooter for the season, hits them both. First 2 points of the game for her. Lindsay Rhodes checks out. Danielle Adams is back in. Jefferson up by 9, 31-22 with A little over 2 minutes to play in the first half. Abernathy right wing beyond the arc, trying to lob it in to Senf. After a couple of tips, Senf had her shot rejected. She had an open lane there for a moment, but Adams came from behind to block the shot away.
Very long arms. Even if she gets beat, she can make up with it.
Open jumper right side, missed by Greer. Rebound Ivory, and her shot deflected away. Rebound tipped to the top. Greer's got it. Near side McCrite, 3-ball let go. It rims out. Rebound Adams. She'll put it back up and in.
A lot of good looks there for Jeffco.
And they end up settling for the layup. There's a big block by Ivory as Booth tried to take it all the way to the basket. Greer tried to dump it in for Adams, does so. Left block layup, good. That was Smith trying to draw the charge to no avail at Danielle Adams. Now with 14, Jefferson with their largest lead of the game, 35-22. 13-point advantage.
Some of the Meramac fans wanted the charge there, but Smith looked like she kind of tried to do a little bit of an acting job.
Skip pass far side for Savage, and she runs into Danae Beavers. And Beavers will be called for the block.
That's about as hard of a block as that's about as hard of a fall as you're going to take without actually getting the charge called.
That was a pretty good collision between the two of them.
Coach Emmerich talking to the referee right now.
Quick inbound to Abernathy. She'll take the long shot off the elbow. Got it to go. 18-footer falls in for Abernathy. She's got 4. The lead is down to 11 again. McCrite on the left side will go ahead and force the 3. And it rims out no good. We've seen a lot of rim outs for Jeffco. Rebound is controlled by Savage, and Meramac with a chance to trim the deficit back to single digits.
Jeffco right now 2 of 16 from beyond the arc.
Another game in which the perimeter shooting are just not there.
They've all been kind of in and out, though. They haven't really missed badly.
High arcing jumper on the baseline, no good. Adams, big rebound. Booth tried to get that one to go. Adams pressured now, double teamed. Pushes it ahead to McCrite. She's going to go ahead and shoot a 3 again. And another pinball that falls out. And McCrite battling for the rebound, stepped on the sideline, tried to save it in bounds. To no avail. She kind of collided with her teammate, Dominique Ivory.
9 seconds to go. Let's see what Meramac can do here. We're going to see LaToya Johnson check in for McCrite, probably for a defensive substitution there.
Jeffco with an 11-point lead. Again, not one of their better first half efforts, but they will go into the break with the lead. Over the timeline is Booth. Stops left side, skip pass far side, and Abernathy cannot even get a shot. Good defense by Jeffco as Meramac had a tough go at it to try to score before the half, and Jefferson will carry an 11-point lead into the halftime break. 35-24, Lady Vikings leading.
Ladies and gentlemen, Jefferson College Viking cheerleaders. Congratulations to the Vikings, led by fifth-year head coach Justin Martin and first-year assistant coach Mike Lutzow. The Jefferson College Viking cheerleaders recently participated at the Great Lakes National Championships in Chicago, Illinois on February 9th and 10th, where they received a first-place finish in the Level 6 Open Collegiate category. The athletes are being presented with their first-place medals. At the competition, there were over 70 teams, 5 states represented, and over 2,000 fans. The Jefferson College Viking cheerleaders would like to thank everyone for their support and spirit, and would like to encourage everyone to help cheer on the Jefferson County Lady Vikings to another win. Ladies and gentlemen, your national champions, the Jefferson College Viking cheerleaders.
Exceptional education.
Spectacular experience.
The personalization.
It was convenient.
It's a fun atmosphere.
And my personal experience here has just been wonderful.
It just opened up a whole new horizon for our family.
Arnold, High Ridge, and the Hillsborough campus has been very convenient.
I recommend Jefferson College every day to anyone who will ask.
I'm Russ Hilton.
I'm Jan.
I'm Brandon Berger.
I'm Liz Lando, and I'm proud I chose to attend Jefferson College.
Jeffco works it around the perimeter as we get started with the second half. Johnson with it up high. Flips it into that left corner. Open three for Shea Williams, and she got that one to go. For whatever reason, when Jeffco shoots on this side of the floor, they do better. We'll see if that continues.
Let's see if they only have one more home game left, but let's see if they can just stay on the, from our vantage point, at least the right side of the floor the entire game.
Meramac into the right corner, it's Booth. Dribbles to the wing and up top, hands off to Senf. Michelle Senf has it right side wing, comes back middle of the floor. On the left side, pass given to Abernathy. She's cut off by Shea Williams. And the ball loose on the floor, picked up by Ivory. Dominique Ivory may try to take it coast to coast. Instead, she pulls it back out and lets her teammates start to work the offense. Down low to Barrett. Cherokee's layup is off the mark, but she did draw the foul. Free throws coming up for Cherokee Barrett, who has yet to score in this game.
She played a lot of that first half, probably played a good 11, 12 minutes. She just unable to put the ball in the hole. She didn't really get many open looks either, so hopefully she can get on the board, get things rolling for Jeffco.
Cynthia Abernathy picks up the foul, and first free throw is missed by Cherokee Barrett. 38-24, Lady Vikings with the lead on the getting off to a 3-0 run to start the second half on the three-point shot by Williams, and second free throw also missed by Barrett. Rebound Meramac. Right side wing beyond three is Booth. Savage comes up, maybe setting a pick, and instead heads back near the free throw line. Senf with it now, middle of the floor. Right side wing pass given to Smith. Smith dribbles back up top, tries to dump it in for Savage after the tip. Savage had it blocked by Adams. Now it's Jeffco taking the ball the other way. Right side corner for Williams. Spurts to the basket, lost the handle. Loose ball picked up by Meramac. It's a 2-on-1 the other way. Now a long two will be taken and hit by Jonica Booth. Kind of an unconventional opportunity, scoring opportunity for Meramac, but it works nonetheless.
It was a 2-on-1, and then late Senf came and made it a 3-on-1, and Booth just decided, you know what, I'm going to step back, pull this out. We've got two players that are rebound, and I'm sure we can get some points out of this.
38-26, they cut the lead down to 12. Johnson inside the arc, is going to take it all the way to the basket. Last second flip underneath for Williams, her shot deflected away. Loose on the floor, knocked out of bounds, last touch by Meramac. 18:01 to go in the first half, or second half, I should say. Vikings will be inbounding. Johnson Gives to Adams, who cuts across. Now Adams will pull up with the jumper in the lane, missed it. Stick back is there, nobody can stop her. She got her own rebound and an easy 2. 16 on the night for Adams.
That looked a little bit too easy for her, don't you think?
Everything looks easy to her. Jefferson back up 14. Sent from the right side. Trying to pass into the corner. Now gives to Savage cutting in. Savage flips the pass underneath on the baseline to Abernathy, and the ball poked away from her. Adams made it happen. Johnson picks up the loose ball. Ivory pass underneath for Adams. Ball stripped. She stripped to the basketball on the way up. And Meramac picks up the loose ball. Back down the other way we go. Pass goes to the top. Long 3 for Savage. That's no good. Rebound Adams. Baseball pass down court. Out of the reach of Ivory and out of bounds. Turnover Jeffco. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. Jefferson College leads this one 40-26 on KJFF. That's a liner. That's not the legal ID. That's a liner.
Gotta play the legal. Not right now.
KJFF, Festus Crystal City, Herculaneum Peebly, 40-26. Jefferson College in control. Meramac has the basketball, down by 14. Here's a 3 by Savage, poked away by Ivory. She got a hand on that one, blocked it away. Jeffco picks up the loose ball. Ball worked into the left corner from McCrite, now to Shea Williams. 3 ball in the way, strong off the back iron, rebound Johnson. Johnson cut off on the baseline. Back around the perimeter it goes. Ivory will take a long 2. Got it to go from 16 on the right elbow.
Good job by Jefferson College, out hustling Meramac and have their biggest lead of the ball game at 16.
42-26. A little over 16 minutes to play. At the top, Booth is in trouble. Ball poked away, and it will go out of bounds. Good defense by Dominique Ivory to get a hand on that one.
See Trinice Greer check back into the ball game. She had a solid few minutes for Jeffco towards the end of the first half.
Handled the ball very well, passed it very effectively. Did not score, but looked very sharp out there. Dominique Ivory will get a rest as well as Voinova comes back in. Jeffco steals the inbounds pass intended for Senf and overshot her, and Adams picked it off. Now it's Johnson with it. It's going to pull into the paint, and the running jumper's off the mark, and the rebound to Abernathy. Back comes Meramac.
Meramac cannot allow Jeffco second and third chance opportunities.
Meramac continues to turn the ball over quite a bit. And there's another one, and the pass that was tipped away. Johnson over the timeline. Has it middle of the floor, dribbles inside the arc, kick out into the left corner, and 3 ball by Williams, in and out, no good. The rim's all the way around the ring, or the rim, I should say, and then Adams had the putback and was fouled.
That should tell you right there how things are going for Shea Williams. I mean, you can't put up a shot nicer than that one without it actually going down.
She has not been rewarded because she's had great looks. Foul was called against Smith. That's her first. Adams' free throw good. She has 17.
Not a lot of free throws in the game, Ryan. That's just 8 free throws for Jefferson College, only 2 for Meramac on the night.
That's a 10th attempt for Adams on the night, and she hits it. She's 4 of 5 at the line. 18 points for the game. Jefferson up 44-26. Just Adams is 4 of 5, I should say. Jeffco's had a couple of other attempts. There's a jumper on the baseline that falls for Meramac. I believe that was Savage who got that one. 44-28. Adams left side of the lane. Jumper put up, 3 ball left side. That was Williams who got that one to fall. Shea's had a tough shooting night, but she got another 3 to fall, her second 3 of the game.
Trapped by Jeffco in the backcourt.
And a turnover as Johnson has it. Runs to the rim. Layup good and drew the foul. Johnson with a chance at the 3-point play. She now has a dozen for the game.
21-point lead for Jefferson College. They're starting to turn on the Jets a little bit.
Like they have pretty much all season.
Still don't seem to be that smooth right now. but they're really outclassing Meramac here to start the second half.
Well, whenever Meramac is turning the ball over as often as they are, you're going to get some easy points, and that's pretty much come the way of Jeffco lately. And Johnson's free throw's no good. Meramac claims the rebound as Jeffco leads it by 21 with under 14 and a half to go.
Nobody really moving around for Meramac on the offensive end, everybody kind of spinning around.
Shot clock down to 8. First time we've really seen Meramac just lost. Three ball is put up and through. Goodness, Abernathy just put up a prayer and it was answered as it falls through the cylinder. Adams with an answer three, can't get it to go. Voinova went over the back trying to get the rebound, and Meramac will get the basketball.
14 minutes to go in this one. Jeffco, the game's far from over, don't get me wrong. It looks like they're on their way to picking up another victory, but again, not playing their best basketball right now.
Pass down court, trying to run it down, and stepping on the sideline is Portia Smith. Meramac took a chance, tried the home run ball down court, if you will, and just overshot the intended target, and Jefferson will get it back after yet another second half turnover by Meramac.
Beavers checks back into the ball game.
Meramac probably has more turnovers in the second half than minutes played.
They've got 6 turnovers.
And we played about 6 minutes. Free throw, I should say. 3-point basket missed by Beavers. Adams there to clean up. She now has 20.
She's got to be at about 14, 15 rebounds
at
already.
least. She could have a triple-double with blocked shots, too. Left corner, Abernathy has it for Meramac on the wing, given to Savage, and it's stolen away by Beavers. 3-on-2 the other way. Williams tried to dump it in for Voinova, and a blocking foul called against Meramac. Looks like they're going to get Savage, judging by her reaction. Nope, instead they get Smith, her second.
Shea Williams at the free throw line. I know she's hit 2 threes here in the second half, but that stroke's still not there quite yet. You wonder maybe the free throws might get her going a little bit.
And the first one is no good.
At least you hoped so.
You know, Williams was actually trying to pass the ball, but they called the foul in the act of shooting. And she was not even trying to shoot the ball, but
not sure
nonetheless,
how much
she's
contact
rewarded.
There really was either.
Williams lit 1 of 2 at the line. She's got 7 for the game. Lindsay Rhodes in for Jeffco, replacing Adams.
It's just been a tough go, and you kind of wonder if things are starting to wear down a little bit. Bodies are getting tired for Jefferson College because they don't seem to have that bounce in their step that they had at the beginning of the season, which is normal for most teams around this time of year.
Lead is back up to 21 for the Lady Vikings, 52-31. Abernathy inside the arc, nice jump stop, and she missed the jumper. Missed that 7-footer from the top, and the rebound is to Jeffco. Johnson, middle of the floor, guarded by Godfrey, bounce pass right side. Beavers lets go the 3, missed it. And the weak side rebound, saved by Williams, gets it to Lindsay Rhodes, nicely done. Good job by both of those ladies keeping that one alive. Here's a 3 in the corner by Williams, that's off the mark. And Jefferson will be called for a loose ball foul as they battle for the rebound. Will they get Rhodes or Voinova?
They got Rhodes with that one. On the inside, kind of going over the back, just with a shove, just a little bit. It doesn't seem like a 21-point lead for Jeffco.
Definitely not.
This game seems more like a 10-point lead for Jeffco. Really can't seem to pull away, but it's a 21-point lead.
Meramac's gone a little cold from the floor, as we see a 3 missed by Booth, and plus the turnovers have not helped. Johnson in traffic. He's going to take it all the way to the basket. What a layup. LaToya Johnson taking it all the way to the basket, and a layup good off the right side.
That was a pretty move to split about a triple team in there.
54-31 Jefferson. Senf has it right side, drives baseline, bounce pass into the corner, Savage for 3, and air ball.
Savage never really had control of that one. She just kind of threw it up there.
Johnson's going to pull up for the long 2. Can't hit that one. Rebound and stick back there for Diana Voinova. her first bucket of the game as she cleans up off the glass.
More second and third chance opportunities. Another second chance point for Jefferson College, out-rebounding Meramac for the game, 41-14. That has been the story.
Meramac's lack of post presence has certainly come to fruition on this one. There is Coach Jarvis really letting the referee have it. He felt that there was contact in the paint.
Saying you can't call the loose ball foul when my girl's going for the basketball when you didn't call her the contact down low.
Senf got called for the foul because the missed shot in the paint by Godfrey. And then they battled for the rebound, and it was tipped all over, and then Jeffco finally ran it down in a push from behind. And there's a jumper taken from the top of the key right at the free throw line, a rainbow for Voinova.
Pull the Pac-Man there, made it rain.
58-31, Jefferson increasing the lead right now, up by 27. Abernathy will take a shot, and too strong. And the rebound, Johnson, but she had a foot on the line. And a timeout will be taken by Coach Jarvis. He's still hot.
Yes, he is.
We will take a break and return in 1 minute. Jefferson leads 58-31 on KJFF. .52 to play. Jefferson up 58-31 on Meramac. Jefferson led tonight by Danielle Adams with 20. Latoya Johnson with 14 points, 7 points apiece for both Danae Beavers and Shay Williams. Meramac inbounds. Quick jumper, a long two, taken by Jonica Booth and got it to go in the left corner. She's got 9. Williams pulls up, long two, answer, off the left elbow, no good. Rebound is descent for Meramac. Booth pass on the right wing beyond 3, given to Godfrey. Gets it on the floor, now comes near side, spins, trying to get away from Williams, and a foul called on the floor. It'll be against Jeffco. This will be just the third team foul against the Lady Vikings in the second half. And they get Johnson with her first.
Jeffco needs, or they have a chance, they don't really need to, but they have a chance to put this game away and just solidify this victory. If they can close out this last 10 minutes very, very strong. They're up 25, they're well on their way to getting the victory, but they need to close it out strong.
And the pass in the paint is missed. Zahner couldn't handle it, now she gets it back on a feed from Senf, and she lost the handle, picked off by the Vikings. Shay Williams to Johnson up high, bounce pass left wing, driving in. Barrett, kick out Johnson, right side Williams. 3 ball, off the mark, rebound is to Barrett, and she's fouled. Cherokee Barrett drew the contact. I think they will call this one on the floor. It'll be against Molly Zahner. 16 fouls against Meramac. Here's Greer checking back in. She'll replace Shay Williams.
10 minutes to go in the ball game, and Jeffco is going to improve. I don't see Meramac coming back in this one, but again, chance to close this one out strong. Last 10 minutes.
Voinova near the top, hands off to Greer into the right corner for McCrite. She'll go ahead and step up and shoot the 3. Missed it. Rebound was right to Rhodes, and she lost it. And a near steal by Trenice Greer.
And Ryan, we know Jeffco how good they were last year at shooting the 3. And we know they can be at times. They're a very streaky team. When they're shooting well, it's lights out. When they're shooting poorly, it's something not nice to see. Right now for tonight, they're 4 of 27 from beyond the arc. They're just not hitting anything from the outside.
Threes are not falling. Shay Williams has had so many open looks. She's hit only 2 of them. McCrite as well. Here's a 3-ball put up and good by Godfrey in the right corner. That kind of looked like a prayer.
Yes, it did. She didn't look very comfortable shooting that.
Definitely not. She was a bit off balance and kind of forced it. But it falls nonetheless, and the lead is down to 22. Deficit, I should say, is down to 22. There's a steal by Meramac, and then a timeout called by Meramac after falling to the ground. Booth is able to call the timeout.
30-second timeout, 58-36, 9:11 to go in the ball game. Meramac really keeping themselves in it, even though they're down 22. They're keeping themselves in it from the outside. 6 of 13 from beyond the arc tonight. Jeffco again, 4 of 27. They have attempted 64 shots, and 27 of them have been from beyond the arc. The only reason they're winning this ball game is because they're out rebounding Meramac 42 to 16. That's just something that you can't do no matter how good your team is. If you're out rebounded 42 to 16, you're more than likely losing the basketball game.
And we can't emphasize it enough. Meramac has only 8 on their roster, and only 7 are dressed out tonight. They're playing their hearts out.
They are.
With only 7 healthy bodies. There's a 5-second violation as Zahner cannot get the ball in bounds, and it is going to be turned back over to the Lady Vikings. Toya Johnson will trigger.
That's also 21 turnovers now for Meramac.
And they get it to Voinova in the corner. Back to Johnson, just trying to post up, and now dribbles out to the perimeter again. The ball is knocked out of bounds by Meramac. Jefferson will re-inbound. It'll be Toya Johnson who once again bring it in. Nope, instead it's going to be McCright. Hands off to Johnson, flips it up top. Or actually, that was Greer who received it. Johnson now with it at the top of the key. Right side corner to McCright. They work it into Lindsey Rhodes, spins. Can't hit the layup, too strong, and the rebound on the weak side to Zahner.
And you know what? You can live with that if you're Coach Emmerich, because that's the first time, at least that I've seen all night, they've set up a play to get somebody on the inside one-on-one. That was the first time tonight a player on the inside for Jeffco has been one-on-one.
Abernathy is fouled by Voinova. She takes a shot near the top of the key, about a 6-footer. Voinova is right there to try to deflect it away and got her on the arm as well. It's 2 on Deanna.
First free throws of the second half for Meramac.
They haven't shot many in this game.
Just the third, they're 3 of 3 at the line.
Abernathy nails the first one on this trip. This will only be attempt number 4 for the whole game. And again, when you don't have a post presence, obviously you're not going to shoot as many free throws.
Abernathy's their tallest player. They're 4 of 4 at the line tonight, but Abernathy, their tallest player, at 6 feet.
Toya Johnson brings it down court. Jefferson's lead down to 20 now. Merritt had the ball taken away. She was going to take a jumper, then had to give it up, and she threw it away as Smith has it. Missed the layup. Rebound McCright, and McCright is fouled.
Be a 1-and-1 for Jeffco.
Coach Jarvis is still.
He is steaming
He
right
is
now.
fired up over there. He just can't believe some of the calls. He's almost begging for a technical.
I think he actually is begging for a technical. I think he just wants to fire his girls up a little bit and show his girls, no matter what's going on in the ball game, no matter the score, he's still in it. They should be too.
8:18 to play as McCright will shoot free throws. She'll be shooting a 1-and-1. And the first one good. Melanie's got 3 points, all coming at the free throw line.
And she has been struggling from beyond the arc.
Yeah, hasn't hit a field goal the entire game. She's had a lot of open looks. Both free throws are good. 60-38. Jefferson with the lead with a little over 8 minutes to go.
Tell you what, I can see why this Meramac team beat Mineral Area. They're a scrappy bunch, but when they're shooting it well, like we saw in the first half, and they're not turning it over, they're a pretty solid basketball team.
Greer is called for a reach-in foul as Smith was trying to separate. And I think even back when Meramac beat Mineral Area is when they were actually, they had a few more players on their roster.
Yeah.
Seems like it was about 10 games ago when the fallout took place.
It is hard to win with a depleted roster, no doubt about it.
Inbounding is Savage. Finds Senf in the right corner, posting up, down low to Abernathy. Layup no good, and McCright the rebound. Good, strong, weak side rebound by McCright.
And you can see Meramac starting to wear down just a bit. Those shots just aren't falling in the paint. Those as McCright nails her first three of the game. That's
great feed from Greer. Give her the assist on that one.
But going back to Meramac, you could tell the legs might be getting a little bit tired. Not a lot of bounce in that step. Shots on the perimeter, even shots in the paint.
Here's a wide open layup back the other way by Abernathy. Jeffco did not get back on defense. Something Coach Emmerich probably will not be too happy with.
And we're going to see 3 substitutions into the ball game as Williams, Ivory, and Adams will check back in.
And a layup by Greer as she makes a strong move through the lane. First bucket for Trinice Greer. 65-40. Lady Vikings lead by 25 with a little over 7 minutes to go. Savage on the right wing, beyond 3, picks up the dribble. Lobs it inside for Abernathy. It's tipped and stolen. Beavers got that one going. Johnson back the other way, trying to get around Savage. High off the window, can't hit the lay-in. Rhodes the rebound, forces it back up, hits the bottom of the backboard, and there's McCright with the rebound. Missed the stick back. Comes away with another board. Kick out into the corner. 3 is missed by Johnson, and the rebound finally to Meramac.
4 chances for Jefferson College there. We've seen it all night.
Between the circles, dribbling is Portia Smith. Hands off now to Senf. 3 ball up and no good. The ball goes out of bounds. Back to Jeffco with 6:27 to play. Here comes Adams, Williams, and Ivory back in. Going to the bench, Greer, McCright, and Johnson's going to get a breather.
And right now, Meramac really is just worn down. You can see it. Everybody with their hands on their hips, nobody really moving around with that same bounce in their step. Kind of expect to see Jeffco maybe not pull as many threes now, possibly, still force up a few open shots if they have them, but try and work it down low.
Williams on the right wing, brings it up top for Beavers. Free throw line, Rhodes had it stripped away. Ball loose, tied up. On the arrow, it'll be Meramac ball with 6:10 to play.
And they tried to work it in. First, they tried to get it down low to Ivory, and again, Meramac making it very tough. And then that time, Rhodes got it at about the elbow, tried to draw in between a double team, tried to penetrate into the hole, and was unable to do so.
Jefferson, full court man-to-man. As Booth brings it over the timeline. Check that, Smith. Senf, back for Smith in the right corner. Dribbles to the wing, now inside the arc. Near the free throw line, kicks it out for Savage. Left wing for Zahner. Down low, turnaround spin move. Jumper off the mark, no good. Rebound to Godfrey, and she'll go ahead and take it off the elbow and hits a 12-footer. Timeout taken by Meramac. It'll be a full timeout. We will take a 1-minute break. Jefferson leads 65-42 on KJFF. 5:41 to play. Jefferson College leads by 23 over Meramac here on KJFF. Jeffco moved up a spot in the national rankings to number 6 in the country. Came in 25-1 for the year. Williams is going to force up a quick jumper off the right elbow. Missed that one, and the rebound of Meramac.
Not a good shot there coming out of the timeout especially.
And over the timeline now between the circles. Smith hands off right wing to Godfrey. Smith trying to take it to the basket, and she is fouled. Shea Williams will be called for the personal. For Shea, that'll be, I believe, only her first. And it is. Nobody, any kind of significant foul trouble for Jeffco. I don't believe anybody has more than 2.
I would doubt anybody from Meramac has more than 3, to be honest. I don't know if anybody does.
Senf has 4. That's
4?
That's really the only one. Senf is cut off on the baseline by Rhodes. Passes into the corner, gets it back, fall away, nice turnaround. Hits that little 7-8 foot jump shot over Rhodes. Senf has 4 points. And a blocking foul as Williams was bringing it to the rim. Heading all the way to the basket, and she'll go to the free throw line. Foul is against Molly Zahner. That's her 2nd, team's 8th. Shea Williams going to the line. And the first one is good. Shea averages just shy of 8 points per game. And she is almost a 61% free throw shooter for the season.
And Ryan, looking at the next 3 ball games, the last 3 games of the regular season, Jeffco's got to play a lot better because they've got to go to 3 Rivers. They're home against Moberly, and then at State Fair to close the season. They've got to play better than they played tonight if they want to come away with any victories against those teams.
Absolutely. And I believe still to this point in the season, all 3 of those teams have winning records. I believe Moberly is still above 500. We know 3 Rivers is, and State Fair certainly is, ranked number 19 in the country. Jefferson's called for the foul, which is sending Booth to the free throw line, and the first attempt is good.
Meramac 5 of 5 at the line, Ryan.
Problem is they haven't been there enough. Booth will shoot the next one and missed it. Rebound Adams. Jefferson with a 22-point lead, under 5 to play. Johnson flips the pass to Barrett, left side, back for Johnson, middle of the floor. Into the right corner for Williams, who's going to drive in. Nice block by Senf. And it'll be Savage over the timeline. Senf between the circles. Left wing pass beyond 3 to Booth. Booth puts it on the floor, stops near the top, foot on the three-point line as she lets that one fly, and she got it, but it's just a 2-point bucket. Cuts the lead to 20. We get a timeout taken by Coach Emmerich, and he's just going to do it for substitutions.
Coach Jarvis wants the full 30 seconds.
Well, he's allocated that.
Referee's not going to grant him. I guess he's not allocated that.
I thought he was. I guess maybe since Coach Emmerich explained he's only calling the timeout for the substitution, I guess that must be the case. I guess it's referee's discretion because the one who called it didn't really want the full 30 seconds.
I guess the referee's ready to get out of here tonight because he's got to see Meramac only has 7 players, and he's got to see that they need some rest.
There's a dump inside by Voinova to Danielle Adams, who's able to finish. Danielle with 22. 69-47, Jefferson back up 22 points with under 4 to play.
This one will go down as a victory for Jefferson College, but it will be one of the uglier victories on the season.
Smith on the right side trying to create. Can't get anybody open, really. Now it's Savage flipping it up top for Booth. Booth travels inside the arc, puts up the runner, missed it, rebound, battled for, loose underneath, and Adams finally has it. Gets it ahead for Johnson. Johnson lobs it ahead, and Cherokee Barrett couldn't handle it, just a bit out of her reach. The ball's out of bounds, back to Jeffco, and Barrett got a little bit wide-eyed perhaps there because she saw a wide-open layup coming her way. Instead it's Meramac ball. Jefferson sticking with that full-court man-to-man. Down the right sideline is Booth, and she is fouled, bumped by Cherokee Barrett.
And right now, Ryan, as we'll see Booth go to the line for a 1-and-1. Mentioned the remaining schedule for the Lady Vikings in the regular season before the Region 16 tournament, but you just hope that this little slide, this little funk that they've had the last couple of ball games doesn't carry over into the next couple, because this team is so talented, and you really would like to see them reach their full potential. I mean, this is a national tournament caliber team. They can go make some noise at nationals in Salina, but they've got to get there first, and they've really got to step things up in the last couple of games.
Booth hits both free throws, cuts the lead to 20. 69-41.
Sorry, Ryan. I will definitely go as far as to say that this team is more talented than last year's team.
Barrett missed a 3. Rebound Adams. Her putback is missed, but she is fouled. Free throws coming up for Danielle. This team, I think, this year is a little more physical. Number one, obviously they have a better post presence. Their guards are taller. This team just all around is much larger than they were last year, and they had a couple of 6-footers on last year's team.
And you take, as Adams misses the first, you take last year's post presence when you had Cornett on the inside, not very tall, only about 5'11". Skardinska, who really probably felt more comfortable on the outside, as did Vixani.
Yep.
And you've got true post players in this year's team, but then you've also got true perimeter players. They obviously don't shoot it as well from the outside, but this team is more complete than last year's team that went 31-5.
They're deeper, too.
Absolutely deeper.
What a block. Cherokee Barrett blocks that one away from Booth. Loose ball picked up now by Johnson. Johnson's going to take it all the way to the rim. Layup with the left hand. Good, and a foul.
Give the credit to Cherokee Barrett there. And not sure who it was that got blocked. I think it might have been Booth, but then she was a little bit flustered there after that three-pointer. She just decided, I'm just going to try and drive the lane, and easy steal for LaToya Johnson and getting a chance for a three-point play.
Abernathy called for her fourth foul as Johnson's going to try to complete the three-point play and does so. Rattles that one through. She's got 17. Her and Adams still the only two in double figures. Adams with 23, Johnson with 17. Smith over the timeline, hands off to Booth. Booth middle of the floor. Comes near side on the wing, gives the pass on the sideline to Savage. Back for Booth. Pulls up with the jumper in the paint from the top of the key. No good. Rebound Adams. A little over 2 minutes to go. Here's a three by Adams. Buries it right wing. That's her first perimeter shot of the ball game. Coach Jarvis way out on the floor. And he calls a timeout with 2:05 to go.
76-49.
Jefferson's increased the advantage on a bit of a run. It was 69-49 just a moment ago, and now Jeffco's found themselves on a 7-0 run. We'll go ahead and take a quick 30-second timeout and return with more. Lady Vikings hanging on and on their way to 26-1 for the season. We're back in 30 on KJF. 76-49, Lady Vikings leading Meramac here in the second half. Less than 2 minutes to go. And another near steal as Abernathy got tied up with Dominique Ivory. And on the arrow, Jefferson will get the basketball with 1:47 to go. Good defense by Ivory.
Lady Vikings will improve to 26-1 on the season.
17 straight victories as well coming up for Jeffco.
What did they win last year, 21 in a row?
Yeah, I believe so. Finished with 31 victories. Long three by Johnson's off the mark. Rebound putback is there for Danielle Adams.
That was almost comical, though, how easy that was to get that rebound.
Well, she's tough to box out because she's so strong and physical, and she makes it look easy because she's pretty much cleared the lane out. There's a tough shot hit at the top of the key by Booth. Little fall away, kind of falls to the ground afterwards. And timeout's going to be taken by Coach Emmerich, a 30-second timeout. I think he wants to change it up, the lineup a little bit and get some kids out of there. 1:08 to play. Jefferson up 78-51.
Look at this remaining schedule again, Ryan. It's at Three Rivers on Monday night.
Big game.
That is a huge one, and we know how tough it is. I mean,
that's not an easy place to play.
That is a tough place to play. And you're home against Moberly. We've got that doubleheader for us, the baseball first game of the season.
Home opener.
Home opener against Danville next Saturday at 1 o'clock, and then we'll have the Jeffco Moberly baseball game at 5 o'clock. And then, of course, the Moberly game won't be an easy one as well. And then the State Fair game, we know State Fair, a top 25 team.
Yep.
Jeffco handled them pretty well, but this one's going on the road. That's a tough place to play as well. So.
Yeah, that one will be in Sedalia, so it won't come easy.
Last couple three, very tough for Jeffco.
Definitely so. Back from the timeout. Driving in, the shot off the window, no good by Barrett. Got her own rebound. Hands off to Johnson. Back for Barrett, right side wing, beyond the arc. Up top for Johnson again. He's going to take it all the way to the basket, lays it up and in with the left hand, high off the glass.
I'll tell you what, LaToya Johnson doesn't get as much acclaim on this basketball team, obviously because of Danielle Adams, but in 2 years, wherever she goes, and she will go D1, wherever she goes, a team is going to be very lucky to have her.
Absolutely.
They're going to be very, very lucky to have her because she is a heck of a ball player. She makes everybody on the floor better.
Jefferson called for a foul as Abernathy was trying to receive a pass. Got bumped from behind by Voinova. That's the third against Deanna. Abernathy back to the free throw line. She's got 11 for the night. First shot good. Gives her a dozen. Meramac has 3 players in double figures. Leading the way, Jonica Booth with 16 as Abernathy hits her second free throw. Hits them both on this trip. She's got 13 for the game. 80-54. Under 30 seconds to go. McCrite, right side wing beyond 3. Skips the pass, far side for Ivory. Now it's Johnson, middle of the floor. Left wing for Barrett. Cherokee gives to Voinova up top. Right side, Johnson. She's going to take it all the way to the basket. Missed the layup, rebound, stick back, no good, but fouled is Cherokee Barrett. She's fouled with 9 seconds remaining, and free throws coming up for Cherokee, and this will be her first opportunity to score tonight. She has been held to nothing so far this evening.
She has been very solid since she's been inserted in that starting lineup, though. She's been playing very well for Jefferson.
First free throw good. One more attempt coming up. And it's good as well. She hits them both. 82-54. 7 seconds left. Booth down court in the left corner, now on the wing. Crosses over, comes to the baseline. Pull-up jumper, no good, and rebound Johnson as time expires. Jefferson College with another victory, 82-54 over Meramac. Jefferson improves to 26-1. Meramac drops to an even 14-14.